Makato and the cowrieshell. Once, in a small village in the land of Thailand, there lived a kind and hard-working boy named Makato. He was an orphan and did odd jobs for the villagers to earn living. Makato had one big dream. More than anything, he wanted to travel to the great city of Sukhothai and see the kind and wise King Pra Ruang, who he had heard the stories from his mom. With great determination, Makato set off on the long journey. He packed a small bundle of food, said goodbye to the kind villagers, and began the walk to Sukhothai. In Sukhothai, he saw one of the king's mahouts struggling to find enough food for the elephants. "I can help," Makato said, and he found so many tender branches that the man was amazed. The mahout was so impressed that he offered Makato a job as his assistant. Makato happily accepted. He worked hard every day cleaning the elephant sheds and finding them the freshest food. One fine morning, Makato's patience and hard work were rewarded. He was chosen to accompany the king's elephant in a grand parade. As the king, in his splendid shiny costume, mounted the great beast, he dropped a tiny cowrie shell. Quick as a flash, Makato picked it up from the ground. Makato bowed low and held the shell out to the king. The king smiled, impressed by the boy's honesty. "You may keep it," he said kindly. "A little luck for a hard worker." Makato held the shell tightly, a gift from the king himself. He went to the market and saw a woman selling seeds. "Lady, if I dip my finger into this pile of seeds, can I take those that stick to my finger for one cowrie?" he asked. "Well, why not?" replied the saleslady, amused by his suggestion. Makato found a small piece of land and planted the seeds. Every day he watered them and took great care of his little garden. Soon, it was filled with the biggest, greenest heads of lettuce anyone had ever seen. He chose the very best lettuces, placed them in a basket, and went to the palace. "Your Majesty," he said, bowing low, "I use your gift to grow these for you." The king was amazed by the boy's intelligence and hard work. "You have turned one small shell into a great gift," the king said. "A clever and honest boy like you belongs here." And from that day on, Makato lived and worked in the palace.